Inside the trillionaire life of Qatar's richest royal family, luxury, power, and influence. The Al Thani royal family of Qatar lives in a realm beyond wealth. While most of the world struggles to imagine billionaires, the ruling family of Qatar operates on a different scale entirely. With a combined portfolio exceeding $450 billion and sovereign control over one of the richest energy markets on earth, the Al Thanis are considered the closest thing to trillionaires in today's world. But what does daily life look like when wealth becomes geopolitical power? When your assets include global banks, media empires, art collections, and entire cities? In this video, we'll take you inside the trillionaire life of Qatar's richest royal family. From palaces to private jets, and from priceless art to political maneuvering. The family behind the fortune. At the center of Qatar's unmatched wealth is the Al Thani dynasty, led by Emir Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani. He rules one of the richest countries per capita on earth, but the fortune stretches far beyond his title. The extended royal family numbers over 7,000 members, many of whom control separate portfolios in banking, real estate, oil, and global diplomacy. This isn't a family, it's a financial ecosystem, and nearly all of it is backed by Qatar's vast natural gas reserves, which have turned this desert nation into one of the world's most strategic energy suppliers. Palaces beyond imagination. The Al Thani residences redefine architectural luxury. Their main royal palace in Doha features hundreds of rooms, gold-plated ceilings, private mosques, helicopter pads, and security facilities equivalent to military grade. But that's just the start. Scattered across Europe are dozens of royal residences, castles in the UK, villas in the south of France, and penthouses in Manhattan. In Paris alone, the family owns over $1 billion worth of real estate, including portions of the Champs-Élysées. Each property is custom designed with rare marbles, commissioned artwork, and handcrafted finishes. These are not merely homes, they are silent statements of legacy. The Qatar Investment Authority, QIA. Qatar's royal family doesn't just spend, they own. Through the Qatar Investment Authority, a sovereign wealth fund worth over $475 billion, they hold stakes in some of the world's most iconic companies. From London's Shard skyscraper to Harrods department store, from Volkswagen and Barclays to Rosneft and Heathrow Airport, the Al Thanis quietly move the world economy. They also own the majority of the London Stock Exchange and Paris Saint-Germain Football Club. Even Disney and Uber have seen Qatari capital influence their boardrooms. With every investment, they're not just gaining equity, they're gaining leverage. Art as strategy. The family is also one of the most powerful collectors of fine art on the planet. They've spent over $1.5 billion in the last decade alone, buying up rare pieces from Picasso, Rothko, Cezanne, and Damien Hirst. Sheikha Al-Mayasa bint Hamad, sister of the current emir, is widely considered the most influential art patron in the world. Under her direction, Qatar bought Paul Cézanne's The Card Players for $250 million, a record at the time. But this isn't just taste, it's strategy. Art provides the family with cultural capital and global soft power. And with museums like the Museum of Islamic Art and the National Museum of Qatar, they're positioning Doha as a new world cultural capital. Jet set like no other. While billionaires may own a Gulfstream or two, the Al Thani fleet goes far beyond. The royal family controls a suite of private aircraft under Qatar Emiri Flight, essentially a private airline for the monarchy. Among the fleet, Boeing 747s converted into flying palaces, complete with bedrooms, boardrooms, and gold-trimmed lounges. One of their jets even has a medical suite and a built-in digital war room. Security and comfort blend into protocol. From diplomatic summits to leisure travel, every flight is a high-altitude expression of national prestige. Cars, convoys, and collections. Rolls-Royces with embedded diamonds. Bugatti Veyrons plated in chrome. Armored Maybachs with champagne fridges. The Al Thanis own hundreds of vehicles, many of them custom builds that are never shown to the public. In Doha, entire roads are cleared to allow royal convoys to pass, often trailed by fleets of decoy cars. Surveillance drones and security vehicles follow closely behind. There's even a private museum showcasing the family's vintage collection, some vehicles dating back to the early 20th century. But in this world, even a car is a symbol of cultural influence. Weddings, wealth and royal ceremonies. Royal weddings in Qatar are multi-million-dollar spectacles. Venues are custom constructed and then dismantled after the event. Guests are flown in on chartered flights. Dresses are tailored by Parisian couture houses. Dinners can feature endangered seafood flown in from 5 countries. At one event, 25,000 white roses were imported from Ecuador, just for table arrangements. But these aren't just parties. They're networking events, diplomatic receptions, and public relations campaigns in disguise. Each royal occasion is a strategic demonstration of grace, generosity, and power. Private islands and global retreats. Beyond Qatar, the family's footprint includes private islands across the Maldives, Seychelles, and Greece. These retreats feature underwater villas, airstrips for private jets, and security teams embedded within local authorities. One retreat off Sardinia includes a five-star hotel reserved exclusively for the family. From Mediterranean coastlines to remote deserts, they maintain a geographic advantage few world leaders can match. These aren't vacations. They're strategic locations for undisclosed meetings, quiet negotiations, and soft diplomacy, conducted behind a veil of tropical tranquility. Media empire, Al Jazeera, and beyond. Perhaps the family's most powerful tool isn't made of marble or gold, but pixels. The Al Thani family controls Al Jazeera Media Network, one of the most influential news outlets in the Middle East. This reach has enabled Qatar to influence narratives across the Arab world, shape global perceptions of conflict, and establish Doha as a media powerhouse. But beyond Al Jazeera, the family also backs sports broadcasting, tech startups, and documentary platforms, quietly constructing a global media ecosystem to counterbalance Western dominance. Power, diplomacy, and global leverage. With wealth comes power, and the Al Thani family uses both in equal measure. From mediating regional conflicts to hosting World Cup 2022, Qatar has emerged as a neutral ground for international diplomacy. The royal family invests heavily in humanitarian aid, infrastructure, and education across Africa and Asia, not just for goodwill, but for political influence. And when negotiations happen behind closed doors, Qatar is often the room in which they happen. With embassies in over 100 countries, their diplomatic reach rivals that of superpowers. The World Cup legacy hosting FIFA. World Cup 2022 wasn't just sport, it was branding. The royal family invested over $200 billion in infrastructure, smart cities, and stadiums to showcase Qatar as a global player. New cities like Lusail were built from scratch, featuring climate-controlled streets, solar grids, and driverless transport. Every camera that captured the World Cup became a PR tool for Qatar's soft power strategy. More than tourism, it was a masterclass in nation branding, crafted by the royal family from blueprint to broadcast. Daily life of the emir. So what does a day look like for the ruler of one of the world's richest families? Sheikh Tamim's schedule is a mix of policy, family tradition, and international strategy. Mornings begin with religious devotion, followed by high-level meetings with ministers. Afternoons may include global Zoom summits, defense briefings, or site inspections of major projects. Even leisure is scheduled: horseback riding, falconry, or Arabic poetry gatherings. Every move reflects centuries of tradition, updated with AI dashboards, biometric security, and satellite imagery. This is monarchy in the 21st century, where legacy meets cutting-edge governance. Trillionaire influence in a billionaire world. The Al Thani family doesn't just live in luxury, they define it. From art and aviation to diplomacy and digital media, their empire extends beyond GDP. It shapes the culture, the economy, and the future of entire regions. They are not just rulers, they are shareholders in the global order. And while the world marvels at billionaires, the Al Thanis operate at a scale the public still doesn't fully understand. If you found this exploration of Qatar's richest royal family insightful, like, comment, and subscribe for more deep dives into the lives of the world's most powerful elites.